Hello everyone. I wanted to make a video for you just to make sure that you understand how the testing is going to go tomorrow. When you go into your course materials, you'll find a folder called Tests. And the first document under Tests is this test setup. This is really, really important because this is very different than class, okay? So you're going to need a different device that is going to basically video record you while you are testing. All right? So you're going to need a device, your phone, something with a functioning webcam and microphone. So there will be a separate Zoom testing room. It will not be our usual class for Zoom. I'll send the link out as well with this video that you will join with your device. Okay? There is a Zoom phone app that you should download if you haven't already. Again, this is different than class for Zoom. This is outside of our usual Blackboard link. The recommended approach is to join Zoom through a phone with a webcam and to view the test using a computer or tablet. So you're going to log into Blackboard per usual, and you'll access the test here in Blackboard, but you'll be recording yourself similar to the images that you see here. It's required that your Zoom camera show your face, both of your hands at all times, and your calculator. Now, notice in the second picture, the young lady appears to have a graphing calculator. You will not be allowed a graphing calculator. It should just be a scientific calculator. It looks like she has one of those also. Now, the young man on the left, it's hard to see his calculator. So if this were you, I would probably ask you to show me your calculator before sending you the password. So I would want to be able to see you, your computer screen, your calculator, your workspace, everything similar to this before I send you the password to the actual test. Now remember, you will already have printed off the template for writing down your answers. Now, if you cannot get this set up right, you will not be allowed to take the test. So this is super important, and you can only reschedule a test once. So try to get this right. It will be easy after the first time. So you're going to want to practice where you're going to set up your phone to record you. So you'll want it on a surface that is higher than or next to your workspace. Check out the lighting as well and make sure that the lighting is okay. You might want to do a little test run. So this is like something I should be able to see when you are taking your test. And again, you're going to stay in that Zoom call until you have submitted your test. Now, I know when you start to submit your test, you're going to need to use your cell phone to scan your documents and upload them, and that's all understandable, of course. And these will be recorded. I think the biggest thing that I noticed last semester is students would have their hands under the table or out of sight, or they might lean away from the viewing screen. Please make sure that you stay in the recording so that your test is not invalidated. These recordings are reviewed, so you just want to make sure that you don't give any reason for your test to be invalidated. Stay in the frame. Make sure you go to the restroom and get everything situated before you test. There are testing centers if you need to visit there where you can set up the situation. I had students last semester that would go and take the test at one of the testing centers or library or something, and they could set up the situation. So prior to taking the test, we'll have a setup check in the Zoom testing room during class, during our regular class time on tomorrow morning. So prepare your workspace and device arrangements in advance so you have enough time to take your test. So we're not going to do a separate time for this unless you want to. If you're really nervous about it and you want to hop on Zoom just to check it out, I'm more than happy to do that. So be sure to use the same location for the setup and the actual test. So if you need to change your location at last minute, just let me know. So here are the requirements. You will print the answer sheet ahead of time from Blackboard, from your test folder. You will not be given the test without the answer sheet already printed out. Make sure your webcam is on and functioning for the entire test. So again, you will not be joining class for Zoom on your computer. You will be joining a separate Zoom link from your cell phone. Once in Zoom, show your proper camera setup, your answer sheet, and calculator. And once I see that your setup is accurate, I will individually send you the password to the test in the chat. So please be patient. It might take a little bit of time to get the password sent to everyone. As a matter of fact, I will probably log on about 15 minutes early. If you want to jump in a little bit early and get started, I think that has worked really well in the past and helped me get as many people started early as possible. Make sure that your device that you're zooming in is plugged in to power, or at least that you know that it's going to last for the entire test period. So it needs to be able to be working for an hour and a half. So I would go ahead and make sure it's plugged in to a power source. You don't want a dead battery to interrupt your session and have your test invalidated. Make sure you block incoming calls using Do Not Disturb or airplane mode with Wi-Fi enabled. Disable or turn off all notifications on all testing devices. Now, when you log into the Zoom, please use your full name. No anonymous users will be allowed. If that's not possible, please let me know. Keep your sound on so that you'll hear the instructor talk to you if needed. I might ask you, to get your hands in the screen or something just to, if you lean out of the screen and I say, hey, make sure you lean back into the video, and you can do that quickly, then maybe we can avoid any test discrepancies. If something urgent arises, of course, let me know. We may have to invalidate your test and reschedule. Remember, you are allowed to reschedule once. You can chat individually with me if you have any questions. Stay on camera until your test is submitted in Gradescope. It's okay if you have to go off camera for 1 or 2 minutes only while submitting Gradescope. After your test is submitted, you may leave Zoom. It'll all be recorded and time-stamped, so it shouldn't be an issue. All right, so going back to our folder. So when you go in to take test 1, of course I have a review. Here's your answer sheet that you will print off. I'm going to open it up here. So in this first box, you're going to copy the integrity statement from the test. It's going to be highlighted in yellow. It's just going to say something like, I agree to the rules. You're going to sign and print your name in this box. Okay? Then I should have more than enough space for you to answer problem number 1. Problem number 2 has some space for work and also a graph, and so on. So you will work each problem in the appropriate boxes. There is an extra bit of space at the end. If you need any additional work if there's any additional work that I didn't give you room for, you could just put like number 5 and then put the additional work that you need. Double check to make sure you're scanning the answer sheet pages in order. On tests, you do not have to assign PDF pages in Gradescope. I will find your work because you're writing in the specific boxes. This makes grading so nice and wonderful. And of course, Gradescope is where you will upload your test. You'll go there. Now, when you go into the test, you click here and you're going to see that it is password protected. And so you will not be able to get in until I send you in the chat the password. And I will do so when I see you on Zoom and you're all ready to go. All right, so I hope that is helpful. If you do have any concerns about the setup or questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here for you, and your success truly is important to me. I want to make sure that you feel confident and you are ready to go tomorrow morning. So I'm looking forward to seeing lots of great work, and I thank you for all the hard work you've put in so far. Have a wonderful day.